training in the things of God is very, very important. When we win souls, if we don't culture them, we will find them reculturing the church. And that's what happened. Many came from parentage of juju priests. They were sons and daughters of herbalists and so on, witches, and they became born again, but they were not taught in the things of God. So they continued some of the things they knew before. The use of material mediums, they carried them in. They are the ones that embraced the use of oil and handkerchief. All these things that have to be, you have to connect to them. You have to connect to some material thing. They have to give you water to drink, some holy water. Holy water to drink, holy water to bath. Something they had to bless, to give to you to carry. Before long, they became pastors and leaders of churches, and they brought in the juju dances. When I was a kid, in our church, where we were growing up, they didn't have musical instruments. The most they did was clap and sway from side to side. That's the most they did. But you know those other ones. You know it. Then they what are they doing? Dancing for the devil. They brought that into the church. Before long, our dances changed. Then something began to happen. A change in wedding services. Half congregation to quarter congregation. You wonder, where was everybody? You thought they were not interested in the wedding. No, they went to the reception. They went to wait at the reception. At the church service, you could have 200 people, where you have a church sitting maybe 2,000. 200 are inside there for the wedding. Where is everybody? You want? Don't these families have friends? Don't they have members in the church that know them? It was announced in church. So where is everybody? Just close the service first. Go to the reception venue. 4,000. If you have a gift for singing, you are either going to use it in the house of God to serve God, or you're going to use it for yourself, to sell your personal agenda. That is dead now in the house of God. It's not supposed to continue. If you want to serve God, use your ability in the house of God. Use it for God's purpose. Not to market yourself. To use the gospel for your personal agenda is a sin. You cannot use the gospel to make a career. It's wrong. If you are a true singer and you are not singing in the church, if you are a true singer, you are into music, if you're not doing it inside the church, you are doing it for yourself. And that means what you're doing is selling the gospel. You're using it for a personal career. It's a sin.
Sometimes it is good to also look at the comment section to see what people are saying. People have some very flowery things to say about certain issues, right? So let's go to the comment section and then let's take a few comments so that we can have an understanding on how people are digesting what Pastor Chris is saying. So let's turn to the comment section. This person wrote, Pastor Chris, I have been saying this thing for many years. Thank God Pastor Chris has realized it. Pastor Chris was the #1 champion of this music label for gospel singers' career purpose. Very worldly, love worldly, had a big record label that made millions from promoting Sinach, Ada, etc. Pastor Chris, why don't you give out all those millions you made from Love World Music label back to all the poor people in your church, especially the old members? Greed no go allow una do am. The singers aka Pastor Nathaniel Bassi of Redeem is 1000% also guilty of this. Pastor Chris, thanks for repenting from this nonsense. I'm glad. Imagine gospel artists going on tour in different churches, getting paid huge amount of money for them to come to your church and perform. They're also selling tickets at venues and events for people to come to watch them perform to their own glory. Very worldly shenanigans. Nothing different them from secular music business people in Hollywood. Correct. So correct. The next person said, to use the gospel to make a career is wrong. Is your pastoral work not a career? Good question. The next one said, manipulation everywhere you are preaching and making money directly or indirectly, and you are telling music sing for free. Stop this manipulation. The next one said, so if I'm gifted and I want to make a career out of music, does it mean I should do secular music? Good question. The next person said, I like preaching. The gospel is double-edged sword. Pastor Chris is preaching against himself. Truly, he have to an extent truth in what he said, but speaking somehow from pain. The questions to ask are, from which church did Pastor Chris start? Where is he now? Is he in the same church he started? Is he not the owner of his church? Is he not marketing himself? Good. Mogul, but you will use your own preaching to market yourself. Exactly. Exactly. That is what they do 100%. And sorry for all those who do not want to think rationally. They will all side with one preacher or the other. But the bottom line is, they are all the same. Let's see the next one. It should also be extended to the so-called men of God making merchandise of the free gift of God, not just music minister. So let's see this next one. Pastor Chris, are you not using the gospel for your own personal agenda to enrich yourself? Excellent question. I don't understand what about pastors who preach outside their church and get paid. Why can't you make a career out of that talent? Yes, I agree to use it in the house of God, but Can't you use it outside the church too? Okay. It's never a sin to use your talent to make money. Worse sin is using the name of Christ to make money. For example, if you have a talent of singing and you decided to use it as a business, just like other musicians, to make money, then it's not a sin. What's a sin is when you claim to be a minister of gospel and you you charge money before you sing for God in churches. Then it becomes a sin. Let everyone know that you are into music for business and not a gospel minister, so that any church that decided to contact you to come and sing for them as a form of entertainment is on their own and must pay your charges. Let's stop deceiving ourselves. Excellent. Excellent. I love this one. Excellent. And that is the same thing I have said. They should make it very, very clear. They should stop deceiving people. They are making money for themselves. All of them, they are making so much money for themselves. So they should stop all these lies about doing it for God, for the body of Christ, for the sake of the body of Christ. All these are just gross manipulation and deception, and it has to stop. It must stop. Okay, let's turn it to you guys. You've heard what Pastor Chris said about gospel artists, and you've also heard what people in the comment section are saying. So, what is your take? Okay, what did you gather from this whole conversation? Share that with us in the comment section below, because like always, we love hearing what you have to say. Please do us a favor, like the video, share the video, follow us on Facebook, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel, because that helps the platform a lot, and we shall forever be grateful to you. Thanks for the love and support, and like always, see you in the next one.